All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, for Chakorash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video for the spirit. All right, hey, my main channel is down for a week. You know, I knew it was going to happen. I did a video with Nate. He happened to use the C money word. And I got the video took down. So I'm going to be here on this backup channel for a week, and I'll be back on my main channel. Right now, we're going to be dealing here with your man's Adam22 on the right, whom Alazar of Sakari and Captain Tazaryak of IUSPK, sat down, breaking bread with, doing interviews with, right? Well, let's look at the type of behavior that this man likes to get into. All right, now we know that recently he did the thing where he allowed his woman to get digged down by, a Negro male performer. Well, recently, come to find out, he participated in a unlawful threesome with his wife and another Negro male. All right, and so this is the new norm that they're pushing to the people. Share your wife. Here it is. It's a hissy fit if a man can have multiple wives, but it's okay to share your wife with multiple men at one time in a session. That's where we at with it now. All right. What you're gonna see, he gets caught up in this argument with a Jake on the left, and it gets to the point to where he can't accept the truth that he's a fucking demon, and he wants to try to get physical with the Jake. But so I'm gonna let it play, y'all. Hey, morals is above money, y'all. That's one thing that the Jake was arguing here on the left. He was basically telling Adam, he's saying, bro, just keep it a buck. You didn't do it for the money. You did it because you're a morally corrupt individual. You enjoy seeing your woman get piped and smacked down by other men, whether you watching in a corner or you physically there to help. There's something wrong with you. And that Edomite, he didn't want to admit to it. And this world, y'all, has become lewd beyond repair. So let me start with the scripture. Y'all, wickedness is now okay. Okay, it's not that it's now okay, it's been okay, but wickedness is okay, and it is preferred above evil. So if you make a stand against said evil, you'll be persecuted. So I'm gonna just get this scripture real quick. I did a lot talking, Salakia. Great darkness. This world is covered in great darkness, gross darkness. Where's that at? Gross darkness. And then I'm gonna let the video play. Nigga, the light just turned green. Boy, it's already honking. Yep. Isaiah 60, and we'll start at 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Hey, so gross darkness covers this world, but by this truth, y'all, we are kept from the darkness, the vile, evil acts that people do. Okay, that in the old world was done in the dark, literally done out of the eyesight of men because it was to be shameful. But now these things are being done openly because evil has been set for good and good for evil. So let's let it play.
I'm trying to figure out where your soul is, and as much as removing money from the equation. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think money is really the driving force.
Right. Yeah, just to get it out there, me and her are both multimillionaires.
Right.
For many years. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So money's not the driving force. So
I'm not really doing anything with any of the money I make. I don't have any sort of fancy habits or hobbies or anything like that. And she's the same way as me. I mean, we're into buying property and starting businesses and stuff like that, but it's not really about the money and what we can do with it because we don't really do anything with it. You're actually broke.
Here's the funny.
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Why did you do an NFT scam on your fans for $400? I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
When I first walked in, I
I
said,
might
"You
have
want
to
the
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked, when I saw you,
So he's leaving now. So, he was hopping around and showing different scenes that Jake was getting on him, saying, why are you pimping your wife out? You don't, he said, bro, I'm trying to figure out if you even have a soul. You saying that you was already rich. You saying it's not about the money. Or you saying it was about the money, but you was already rich. So, why'd you go and do it? Just say that you're a cuck simp. Your woman has the balls and she likes taking balls and you just there with no balls, right? Then also we're going to see another dynamic that I found interesting. When the Jake was getting on him, everybody was silent. But once Adam started, fighting, getting back on him, the women clung to Adam. All right, the hoes on the right side of the screen. And why is that? Because women cling to evil. Women can't take reproof neither. The average, the women of the world, in which all these bitches right here, they all gonna die. These Edomites, they're all gonna die. They gonna go into chains, be concubines, and they gonna be burnt the fuck up.
downstairs, I said, "Do you want the?"
Adam 22.
In mediocre tutorial reviews, this is no copyright infringement, whatever that law is. All right, I ain't using this to profit these videos for free, so don't take my videos, sir.
Dude, the man who enjoyed. Now, what you guys are going to out his wife for profit, and on the other, Adam 22. Without further ado.
About 6 months. I've been in a relationship for about 7 years, and we are monogamous off camera, but we are open on camera.
To think that what you do digitally is different or should be represented differently than the way that you live within your personal life demonstrates the fall of society today. Those two things, just because you do it in the damn metaverse, are not different. You're not monogamous. As if doing it for viewers kind of lessens the blow of it being non-monogamy.
Yeah. So, recently, and
What does that mean, she said?
What does that mean?
We work with other people in terms of porn content, but besides that, we're monogamous.
so
They have to be getting paid if they're sleeping with other people. You like that? You like how I did that? Let's
Okay.
work.
So you recently were involved. You did like a reality TV series, kind of, to
Right.
see who. Correct me if I'm wrong. To see who would be the next person who gets to have sexual intercourse with your wife, Lena. Is that?
Well, the reality show was intended to find our first boy-girl threesome.
So sorry.
So
Yeah.
it was a 4-episode series on
Okay.
YouTube, and then the finale, the actual scene, is on our OnlyFans. Yeah.
And you guys did the scene's done.
The scene has been completed.
Okay.
And decimated
Who
on the
won?
internet.
Who won?
So this man held a contest to pick a man to join him in smashing his wife. And this shit doesn't get took off YouTube, but my video yesterday got took off YouTube and got my channel suspended for a week. Y'all, you're seeing what's being promoted. This nigga held a 4-part web series. And it's gonna show a glimpse of it real quick.
A guy named Lil D,
Lil D.
24-year-old gentleman from Harlem.
Is he a rapper? Or?
Adam writes, can't believe the world gets to see me bang my wife with another dude tonight on OnlyFans.
The person who's gonna my wife is Lil D. Stop playing with me.
Look at him laughing. Oh, this is so.
And these niggas, bro, the Lord is gonna destroy these niggas too because they participate in this shit. Esau couldn't have that industry afloat if it wasn't for niggas, right? The Lord gonna destroy them as well.
Crazy.
Should we go upstairs right now?
I'm with it. I don't give a
Wow.
Let's do it. Boy, the things I'm gonna do to you.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is gonna be the night of your life. Hey, we're not on camera yet.
This man is walking with him, touching. Oh. Slack touching his wife's backside as they're walking together. Damn.
Hey, we're not on camera.
I meant to screenshot it. Hang on. I'll use that for the thumbnail, y'all. This shit's crazy. This shit's crazy.
Wait, hold on, my bad.
Rated teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available now.
PlayStation.
A couple years ago, I ended up in a motorcycle accident. I didn't have health insurance at the time, and now I have a plan that keeps me.
All right, so we'll come back to this in a second. So you see what's going on now. This has existed. This ain't, unlawful sexual acts have existed since the beginning of time. Motherfuckers been doing things they weren't supposed to. Cuck, sims, threesomes, all that weirdo shit, gangbangs, right? People have been doing that evil for a while. But the thing about it now is that, y'all, it's being put to the mainstream. It's being put as, this is what you should be doing. Otherwise, you're not a man. Otherwise, you are not a competent person. Otherwise, you're stuck in the old ways. Okay? This new way of living that Esau Edom is promoting is goddamn abominable, y'all. Isaiah, let me go back to that 5. I'm not getting no super deep scripture. I just wanted to show y'all this if you weren't aware. This is what they're slowly, and those of you who know about Adam 22, the majority of his consumer base is what? Young Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native American males, which is why Alazar and Captain Tazariak went on that show in the first place. All right, how you can put yourself in the company of a motherfucker like that? This word is what's going to wake Jake up. We don't need to align ourselves or have any business with people like that to get anything done. All right, and now that, people we walk past in the street are evil, right? Your cousin evil, your folks, right? But you don't go sit down and meet and do interviews with motherfuckers like this, bro. Because for us, man, boy, let me get this scripture. Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call good evil, and it's like it. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So we're seeing in this world, things are being completely flipped upside down. Things that were only spoken of and whispered at night when nobody was around is being put at the forefront of society. And like I said, if you don't want to participate in it, you're deemed as an issue or as a person whom is evil. Isaiah 59 and what? 15. Yeah, true faileth. And he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So when you speak against these things, you're made a prey. Meaning what? You're liable to get persecuted for speaking up and speaking out against such evil, which is why you're going to see later on that Jake, his YouTube name is Satan the Sinner. I forget his actual name, but that's his YouTube name. And he's not flawless neither. He's a YouTube nigga. He's just trying to get his YouTube money. But in that debate, he's tearing Adam's ass up with logic. And of course, Adam leans on the emotions of the women to help him try to win his argument, try to get in favor with them so he could win. Basically say, oh, nigga, you broke. That's why you broke. Well, being broke don't got nothing to do with letting a man stick his PP Johnson all off in your woman. What the fuck? All right. So, and at the end of this verse, it tells you there's no judgment. Meaning what? These things are done continuously, and nothing's being done about it. Esau Edom doesn't put people to death for being adulterers or for being sexually immoral. It's promoted and it's profited here in this evil, wicked time. Let's come back.
We're not on camera yet. Okay.
On the block all day with my wife and the dude I just banged her with. It's crazy to think how much of a flex that this is not, but he apparently is turning it into that because being a cuck is a kink to him, apparently.
Previously, there was this big thing where with Lena and Jason Love,
right?
That was a big thing.
That was her first time sleeping with another guy in 7 years of us being together, and she did that on camera. That was her first ever scene with somebody besides me.
And are you guys thinking of like continuing this trend, or like how do you feel about it? Because I've seen like some clips where you've kind of been like cool with it, but then others where you're kind of like, oh man, I don't know how I feel about it. Or
I mean, I was a little bit conflicted when she actually shot the scene with the other guy.
Yeah.
So keep this. Remember that he said this. He's a hypocrite. He said originally he was conflicted, meaning he didn't agree with. And obviously, no man in their right brain wants to let their woman sleep outside of himself. That's demonic. But he's going to contradict himself and completely flip his statement. All right. So this goes to show you, it was the woman's idea. This is why the scriptures tell us, y'all, don't join yourself unto a woman just because she's beautiful. You got to see what type of fucking head she got on her shoulders. If she a trick demon city girl, leave her alone. No matter how freely, no matter if she all on you and want to be with you, but if she's giving you problems or she's not a good woman, then you need to leave her alone, because she will lead you to embarrassing yourself and bringing shame to your name, like this nigga here.
Just in the sense that, she's going off and filming something with somebody else. I'm not there. When we shot the scene with the other guy, Lil D, I didn't feel any kind of weirdness about that. It was pretty mutual. Okay. So for sure that, definitely by the time we're done in the adult business, I'm sure she'll have shot other scenes with other guys and everything, yeah.
Okay.
There's not a damn thing in life I'm going to be conflicted with when it fall of, get the term.
Be naked on the internet if they didn't have off-camera boy-girl threesome with my wife and a lot of
abhorrent shit.
So I'm just fast forwarding to when the Jake is going to start speaking. Ballhead guy.
Need to be
there, because I don't know what you're worth, but I have a sense that you're doing reasonably well. So if there was no money to be made, would you continue on with it?
I think that was a conversation that her and I had that made us realize that we wanted to kind of start pushing the boundaries of what we were doing on camera. Was she said, do you really think that we're going to be together for the next 20 years and that we're never going to swap or bring
he's not answering the question.
Penis into our...
Yep, he's not answering the question. So like you said, it keeps on... She brought the idea. She said, you know what? I want me some young black Negro male meat in me and on me. And if you got a problem with it, we gonna get divorced. All right? That's probably how that conversation went, y'all. And that's why, hey, y'all, brothers, men, fellas, you got to put your foot down with your woman. That's another part we can tie into this video. Don't join yourself to a light woman. What scripture is that? That's Sirach, either the 25th or the 26th chapter. Don't join yourself to a woman who ain't no earthly or no godly good. Sirach, what is that? 20, where's that at? Let me see. To a light woman. Meaning a woman who ain't, she not about nothing. Let me do this. Damn it, space it out. Okay, perfect. Yep. Wow, it was chapter 7. Sirach 7 and 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. Come on, so hey, if you do have a woman, she's solid, she good to stick by her, obviously. But don't join yourself unto a woman who is a demon just because of how she looks. You got to see what her mind is about. And we're seeing that, and in this world, women are being trained and taught to just be demons with no sense of reflection or purpose. So you can easily join yourself out here to a harlot and be throughout in this motherfucker. All right. Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. All right. So if you picking a woman just based off how she look, you're going to be down bad in this world. You're going to be down bad. You're going to be down here like Adam. With your woman as another man is humping her face in, and you just standing right there trying to keep from crying.
or
he's not answering the question.
Penis into our sexual situation. And I said, no, I definitely feel like I'm comfortable enough that I could see us doing that as time goes by. And then we ended up actually orchestrating it on camera.
Are you bisexual?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's sign up. Bart. So.
And yes, you do have to be a little bit bisexual to stand naked next to another man naked pumping on your wife with y'all things out, swapping fluids. She kissing him, she kissing you. Yeah, bro, you gotta be a little bit of bisexual, bro. And that's that. But that's this new world. You can claim to be straight and do a gameplay. I'll call it that. And do a gameplay on your woman with a bunch of dudes. You and 15 dudes on a woman, but you're straight still, right? What they say for jail, gay for the stay, straight. What they say, gay for the stay or whatever, straight in the way, whatever. The phrase, dudes go to jail and be doing homosexual acts, but they claim heterosexualism, when they come back out. That's wickedness.
With regards to bringing the other dude in, would you say that was primarily driven by her?
I would say it was very mutual. We just kind of realized that, after doing that
it wasn't mutual. It was her idea.
Jason Love scene, we just didn't realize how viral the whole thing was going to be. And so we kind of got set on the path of thinking about how we could take it to the next level, because it ended up being like by far the most viral thing that any of us had ever been involved with.
So I'm gonna fast forward now. So you see he's interrogating him and he's hitting him with intelligent questions. At first Adam is answering, I was reluctant against it. And then he was saying it was mutual. Then so you see he's all over the place with his responses. So now I'm going to fast forward, because we don't have all the time in the world. Camp about to start. But I'm going to fast forward to where they begin to argue, and when the argument begins to intensify. And remember, y'all, Captain Tazariak and Alazar sat in seat with these niggas, with this guy, Adam 22 on the right. That's the type. Hey, we not going to hold company with no dudes who are doing gangbangs, at least knowingly, all right? Because obviously we don't know what everyone does behind closed doors. But when things like this are open and known, we're not going to associate with people like this. Because now guys like this are tied to the Hebrew Israelite ministry. Because them two clowns went and did that interview. No matter how. Now, am I saying that Tazariak and Alazar went and participated in some shit like this? Of course not. I'm not slandering them like that at all. So don't nobody going to say run that I was saying that. But the fact that them two dudes sat down and did an interview together, these two worlds are linked now. All right. So this is why. Matter of fact, the scriptures say this, y'all. You can't just be breaking bread with any goddamn body just because they give you a platform to come sit on, come tell us your belief, man. We have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gave us our platform. Our platform is the internet. We don't need the white man to bolster that with an interview. All right, you got to pick one. 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. All right, and quite literally, them two dudes were sitting at the nigga table for that interview. So, they may not have sat there and swore they souls of Satan, but you get the idea. You have to pick one. You can't serve two masters. You can't try to be worldly renowned and known and cool with all these hip hop moguls and industry folk and think you're gonna come out untainted and clean, because this is the shit that these people get into, man. David said, I hate them with a perfect hatred. Yeah, I count them mine enemies, Lord. I hate all of them that hate thee. God damn it.
Thing that any of us, our relationship, and
I need a phone holder for when I'm driving. And I saw this one on TikTok. I just had to buy it.
Of our relationship, and she said, asking us if we would ever shoot with a trans person. I wouldn't say the inception of the idea came entirely from her. This is a conversation we've been having.
Oh, the inception of the idea came entirely from her. So you just admitted it right there. And I'm fast forwarding to the dramatic scene. But you see right there, he's all over the place. First it was mutual, then it was just her. Well, I thought about it. I wanted to forward our enterprise. So which one? Each you have to pick one. Whose idea was it? Was it your idea or was it her idea? Come on.
Happened throughout the entirety of our relationship as we met more and more male performers that I was comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with it. Right. I'm still willing to give this a shot because.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey.
Oh, so right here he's talking to the one of the girls. He was telling the girl, if you were a man, you'd be useless because all you're doing, basically, the only reason why basically he was getting on one of the chicks and she didn't like it. Long story short, shit.
Hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke. Okay. And then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke. They hand you a Jack and Coke. You come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
Yeah, there is no skill set is the point, which is to say if I took your
about
brain, if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty
You caught me.
because you're brainless.
Oh,
Carrying on.
You're right, yeah. I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that that's what you're good for. And I
Hey, he cooking, he getting on them. And this is what this world, y'all, this world hates reproof. The people of this world dislike reproof. So when somebody says something that's true or right and honest, they try to demonize you immediately. And so now you see, now that he's gotten on both those groups, you're going to see that they're going to team up together to go against that Jake. And evil does what evil do. And, did not, when the very first option, when I'm referring to Adam as Satan here, when Satan opened the door to get up and leave and to rebel, immediately who goes and joins them? Women. So they're the weaker vessel for the reason they can be convinced and influenced to do evil a lot easier.
I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No,
I think,
I'm just being honest.
No, I mean being
I do
honest.
think
I
we
mean,
should
do
maybe
you even know
try to
who
be
I am
nice.
as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain
should
dead
avoid
fucking
ad
woman who has
hominem.
nothing
No, that's
to offer.
So let's fast forward. Bitch, I don't need to know you a hoe. Look how you dress. Baby girl, you can put $400 in your face and we'll go around this. Like, stop playing. Who are you? Who are you trying to play? Baby girl, niggas done bought you for less. Not bought, made use of you for less. What are you worth? $5.99 a month? Come on now. This world, man. This shit's crazy out here now, man.
Do you even know me?
Table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop. You think
You
that
know what
it
I
would
think
be-
do you
has
think-
him
so
a
do you
little
think
bit
also-
upset?
What?
Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
And so now when truth is coming out, what do? Attack your character. Don't worry, ladies, this nigga broke. Me being a person's financial status doesn't take away from what they're saying from truth or fiction.
Yeah.
Stop.
He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And now, apparently this dude may have done something. He may have had made a bad legal move or whatever. So I'm not fully defending the dude. I don't know the situation, right? But you see, this is the tactic of the Edomite, y'all. Matter of fact, let's go to this real quick. This is the tactic of the Edomite. When truth is coming out, what do? Slander. All right, and any motherfucker losing an argument, rather than just accept it, what do? They go straight to slander. Well, motherfuckers, unrighteous, stupid motherfucker, right? Amos 5:10, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right there. So, since this man was speaking a little bit of truth, they abhorred him. And what do? Start trying to attack his character. And up to this point, the guy on the left, he didn't call Adam broke or say nothing crazy. He just said, "Cuz I don't think you got a soul." But hey,
Imposter. He's been outed in the past.
he's mad about it,
He
and he's
basically
mad.
LARPs as a
Honestly,
rich guy on the internet.
If I
Now, just to give a little bit of context, Saint was going back and forth with the young lady who I believe has an OnlyFans or some degree of sex work and was talking to her regarding her relative worth or utility on the planet. As to say is that if you take your skill set and if you were to become a man, well, you wouldn't be worth much to this world. Adam interjects because this is an attack to Adam as well because he's into S work as well.
I was
And I
absolutely
just, on
poor, it
behalf
would mean
of
nothing.
all the girls,
It would mean nothing.
I think we all are kind of in
That's
agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our
Yeah,
lives.
This is amazing.
What do you do
So
for
I'm
money?
kind
How do you
of
make
on the
money?
edge of
What do you
walking.
so now you see all the women gang up with Adam. I can agree that I think don't none of them. So now you, hey y'all, this is why y'all we gonna put down Edomites, because this is a part of the power that they have. They can sway the minds of the people easily, just like that. So now they all in the mics trying to get at the Jake, and we're always deemed and pointed as the bad guy. And that's what, he justifies evil Proverbs, and not just Edom. All the wicked of the people of this world do it, but you see that this is a talent especially given to Edom. So now you become the bad guy. Now you're the bad guy. Meanwhile, this nigga is letting another man bust down off on his wife. All right. Proverbs 17 and 15. In this video, I'm just wanted to show y'all this, since this guy is now, he giving out interviews to Hebrews, just keeping tabs on this nigga, man. This is the type of shit this guy getting into, Adam 22, doing gang plays with his wife and telling you niggas, if you got a problem with it, it's because you broke. All right. Not because, it's against the scriptures or you're morally sound. No, you're just a broke nigga. Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. Right there. Hey, Tazariak and Alazar, I think it's fair to say that neither one of you two would agree with hosting a gangbang with your wife. Adam 22 would call you a broke nigga, would call both y'all broke niggas. Y'all gonna go back and do more interviews, knowing how he feel about niggas that don't want to do such acts?
Walking out, Brian, I'm gonna be totally real. I'm not walking out on like a.
What do you do for work?
I just don't really want to listen to a scam artist tell me what's so wrong with my
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google my name
know who
right
you
now.
are.
You can Google my name.
If you Google his name, you'll be exhilarated.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
you didn't hurt my feelings at all. It's just you're trying to do this whole moral superiority thing, and it's not working because you're broke.
Your feelings.
You're actually broke.
Morals has nothing to do with money, y'all. At all.
Here's the funny.
You got a milk dud on top of your head.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Why did you do an NFT scam on your fans for like $400?
Silly.
Checkmate. This guy's a scammer.
The first time when I saw this, I was saying to myself, oh, they must have a particular history. If you guys know what this history is, feel free to leave it down in the comment box down below, because I'm not familiar with it. But I find it so odd that Adam says you're trying this morally superiority thing, but it's not working because you're broke. What does money have to do with being morally superior? I think Adam's completely wrong here. The moral superiority that he's juxtaposing to the decisions that Adam 22 has made in his life is bothering Adam. This is his deepest fear and his deepest insecurity. And now that he's out of the digital bubble where he feels protected and he's interacting with somebody who is making him feel the consequences of.
So, hey, I'm about to, I'll be closing this here in a second, but I'm sorry, y'all. I paused at the right moment. Look at the admiration these hoes have for Adam right there, y'all. Look how they looking at him. They don't even look at their own men. They don't even look at their own boyfriends if they got any like that. But look how they're looking at him because he's speaking on their behalf to justify their wickedness, y'all. The things like this is why this world, when Judgment Day comes, y'all, this whole table is going to get cleaned off. This whole table, this whole roster of motherfuckers going to get cleaned the fuck off, man. Ain't that some shit? They looking at this nigga like he Jesus.
His actions.
Wait. No, I don't want to listen to this guy anymore. And
I first walked in, I said, do you want the fade?
Do something extreme if I were to stick around.
Hold on. When I first walked in, I said, do
might
you
have
want the
to
fade?
polish that milk dud.
When I saw you downstairs, I said, do you want the fade? And you said no.
Okay.
See what you
When I first walked in, I said, do you want the fade? You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
So now he leaving. So that's about it, y'all. But you see, this is what's being pushed to the norm. This is why this place is known as what? You go to Revelation 11, and I'll end it. There's so much going on, man. So much going on. Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Okay? This place is known as Sodom for its sexual perversion, in Egypt because it is the place of bondage for the Israelites. And we see, for good reason. It doesn't just say that just to be saying that. This place is adverse, and it wants to take you and make you become adverse as well, to pervert your mind, to allow such things. When the scriptures tell you that acts like that is evil, and you don't need the scriptures to know that letting another man bone your wife is not right. In the world, y'all, that you would have felt uneasy. If a nigga walked up on you, say, "Hey man, let's share your wife," you'd have said, "Nigga, back up," and started reaching for something to bushmaster that dude, man. But once again, hey, this is what's going on in the world. Hey, Vocab, do you have anything to say against, stuff like this? Do you think acts like that are permissible? Right? Get on us, man. You gonna get on him? All right. So let me get Salakia. Let me get one more. Let's do Matthew. Yeah. Okay. Matthew 10 and 15. Let me see. Let me check that 11 and 24. Okay, yeah, we'll get the 10 and 15 one. Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. All right, and we know that coming here soon, y'all, the judgment that's coming, man. That's why extreme judgment has to happen to this place. All right, hey, it tells you in another verse, had the acts been done in Sodom and Gomorrah that were done here, they would have repented. So these people of today's time, y'all, they're ultra evil and they're very sexually perverse. They want us to become that, and y'all, we got to stay away from shit like that. So that's about it. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Chakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all elect Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.